Will you get me? Nice. Welcome back to Who the F***. It's the show that aims to take a deep dive into some of the acts announced for Reading and Leeds 2019. We're back with our second announcement, 50 new names, that means 50 new videos. And we also have the addition of this lovely little sign that I bought today. In today's episode, we're looking at the Wombats. They're a four-piece indie pop band from Liverpool. If you've never heard of them before, hopefully this video will help answer the question, who the f*** are the Wombats? The Wombats are made up of three members, Dan, Tord and Murph. They're from Liverpool in the north end of the UK, and they're a kind of indie pop describes them perfectly. They do have somewhat of a kind of post-punk influence to their music, which I know kind of goes against the grain with the fact that they're pop in it anyway, but they're indie pop. The band have mentioned the Super Furry Animals, Tame Impala, and Arcade Fire as being influences on their music. Which I kind of hear. I mean, not exactly, but I do kind of get. They certainly have a kind of alternative indie sound to them, that's for sure, but I think it's a bit more glossy than those artists mentioned before. Something I'm sure they would probably admit to as well. It's not an offensive thing. The most popular song on YouTube is a song called Tokyo. Currently sat on 7.9 million views. However, their first album, A Guide to Love, Loss and Desperation, came out in 2007. I think YouTube came out in 2005 or 6, so it's still kind of... artists weren't really using it as a social media platform like they do these days. So I think it's really important that we mention songs like Let's Dance to Joy Division and Moving to New York. So I'm moving to New York 'cause I've got problems with my sleep. They're huge records of theirs. This will be their 5th time playing at Reading and Leeds. Previously, they've played the Radio 1 stage in 2008 and 2016. They headlined the Festival Republic stage in 2015, and last year, in 2018, they played the main stage. And this year, so far, they've been given a very similar slot. Whether or not that will change as more bands get announced, I don't know, but I would imagine so. The debut album came out in, when did I say, 2007? Or was it 2008? One of the two. It achieved gold in Australia and platinum in the UK. And their latest album, Beautiful People Will Ruin Your Life, came out last year. Accolades include 3 nominations for NME Awards, winning Best Dance Floor Filler for Let's Dance to Joy Division in 2008. And all in all, they're just they've kind of worked really hard to get where they are. And I know that for a generation, my brother's generations, they're a really important band. But I've seen them play like 3 times. They played nearly the same slot last year, and they've not got any new music to release. So I don't know what they can bring to the table that's going to be fresh from last year's set. That being said, my crew does involve my brother, and he's a big fan of them. So I would imagine that we'll probably get dragged along. I'm not massively invested in their music. I mean, they're great, I do really like them, but as I said, they've not got anything new to bring. So I wouldn't be Devo if I missed their set. So on the likely to see scale, I'll give them a 6 out of 10. What do you think? Are the Wombats a band that you're excited to see at this year's festival? Is it a new one for you? Are you aware of their music? Have you seen them play before? And how likely are you to see them? Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time. Cheers, bye.